Shame that tune!
Bring up our very first contestant. Give a warm, near northwest side Chicago welcome to Michael McCauley. Michael, give that wheel a good spin. Audience, shout out what you want to hear. Here we go. 1812 Overture. Josh Miner. Josh Miner. Come on, come on. The final countdown. The final countdown.
That was very close to El Code.
A little too close. A little too close. Okay, Michael, you have 3 minutes to shame that tune. On your mark, get set, shame.
My parents agreed to let me spend a day at the beach with a few of my friends unchaperoned, a landmark show of trust that heralded a new era of socialization. Eager as I was to behave like a complete asshole without adult interference, the unbridled scrutiny of my peers was a daunting prospect. Moreover, the stakes would be higher now. One wrong move could render me a social leper to be quarantined from boobs until high school graduation. Immediately upon arriving at the beach, my friends and I spotted two slightly older girls in bikinis sunbathing, the sight of whom seemed to promise the realization of both my dreams and nightmares. My friends were soon distracted by the waves and sprinting into Lake Michigan. I strayed behind. Spontaneous outdoor play was always inhibited by the biological imperative that I coat myself in a half bottle of sunblock, SPF Infinity. Well before I was born, my parents' friends urged them never to procreate. So concerned were they that two people so blindingly pale might conceive mutant progeny unfit for the Earth's climate. They'll have to wear special suits to go outside during the day. No, seriously, they'll be human cave fish. With vestigial eyes on their stomachs and shit. I looked into almost no pigment at all, for which I am grateful. But as a boy at swimming lessons or during Shirts and Skins basketball scrimmages, the subtlest of my peers would stare at me awestruck, as if I were a giraffe or a lunar eclipse, one of God's magic tricks. All this to explain the raw vulnerability I experienced whenever I removed my shirt to apply sunblock. I was nearly ready to join my friends in the lake when I heard a voice behind me say, "Oh my God, look at the albino!" In a split-second impulse of optimism, I scanned the beach for the albino. Then, dignity gushing from my ego wound, I turned to identify the voice's source and saw one of the bikini-clad girls covering her mouth. "Oh God," she said, "it's looking at me!" The fiery temper I inherited with the albino gene instantly committed me to retaliation, which one of my friends would secure on my behalf with some unkind remarks. And while friendship would armor me against the sharpest barbs of adolescence, that day at the beach was one of a few blows to my self-esteem that, paired with general pussiness, would keep me from touching boobs until I was well into college. No, it was just fucking weak, that's all.
Michael McCauley, ladies and gentlemen.